Hi, everybody. It's Angela Carboni here, your Dublin Business Associate and Team Leader, member of Team Wukar, and member of Project AWOL. I hope you're all doing very well. I am making this video from my bed tonight because I am just getting over kind of a wicked cold. I think going from plus 30 degrees in Mexico to minus 30 degrees back here in Canada gave my body a little bit of a shock and didn't like it very much. But I promised you on the last video that was going to talk to you about this new video, and I wanted to make sure that I made it and I got it out to you in a timely fashion. So this video, we're going to be talking about your relationship with money. Not how you spend money, not how you make money, just your relationship with money. So I have my notebook again tonight because I have a bit of a head cold and I don't want to forget anything. So basically, we've all heard throughout our lives, the evils of money. Money doesn't grow on trees. Money is the root of all evil. Anybody who has created extreme wealth for themselves must have done it by stepping on somebody else's throat or done it unethically or something along those lines. There's a lot of negative things out there about money. And if these are beliefs that you still carry, that your parents told you and you tell your kids or something or other, you're basically committing financial self-sabotage right off the bat. That's what you're doing. And we don't want you to do that. That's not a good idea. When people, people talk to me about money, like if I go out and I kind of maybe spend a lot of money or make a big purchase, um, people, what they're like, whatever they say. If they say, "Oh my, it must be nice to have all the money," and I'm like, well, it's not that I have all the money. It's just that, you know, it's only money. Like that's how I look at money. Is it's only money, and I can always make more of it. So I'll spend whatever I want, whatever the hell I want, and that's the way I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? So um, that is a positive feeling about money. It's only money. It's neither here nor there. It's only money. I can always make more of it. There's this whole sea world of it out there, and I can always make more of it, and let's move on. You know. Um, but basically, if you do have those limiting beliefs about money, we need to change your thinking about it. So, first of all, to attract wealth, you must recognize that you're already wealthy in a lot of ways. You're wealthy in you have a car. It may not be your dream car, but it does get you to point A and back to point B. And think about the people who can't afford cars or taking the bus or walking or bike riding or whatever. You have a home that you live in, whether it's a house, an apartment, might not be your dream home, but at least it's a home you have to live in, a shelter you have, a roof over your head. There are millions of people on this planet who are homeless. You have food in your stomach. You can go buy groceries. There are millions of people a year who die of starvation on this planet, And these may sound like little things that you've had your whole life. Like you can say to me, Angela, I've always had a roof over my head. I always had food in my belly. I always had clothes on my back. Those kinds of things. But you still need to be grateful for those little things, because if you're not grateful for the little things, you're not going to get any of the big things. You're not going to get the car of your dreams. You're not going to get the house of your dreams. And one other thing I want you to be truly grateful for is the people in your life. Your family, your friends, the ones that you know have stuck by you through thick and thin, who have supported you, been caring, kind, generous, understanding. I mean, everything. You better really, really appreciate those people, because there probably has been in your life, or if there hasn't been, there may come a time where something happens and you're going to find out who your true friends are. Family is family. Family is usually always going to be there. Sometimes they're not, but family, for the most part, will always be there. And I had that happen to me, where I found out that someone who I thought was one of my best friends turned out to be a fair weather friend. So really appreciate the people who love you, and really love them back, because they truly deserve it. Um, Secondly, and I'm going to read this right from my notes actually, because this comes straight from Tony Robbins. The second thing you need to do is you need to believe that the work you're doing and the way you spend your time is also creating a way for others to fulfill their dreams. Okay? So it can't just be about you. It can't just be about what you're getting out of it. It needs to have a way that will accomplish more for others. It can't just all be coming to you and nobody else. I'm going to read that again because I really want you to have that sink in, okay? So you need to believe that the work you're doing and the way you spend your time is also creating a way for others to fulfill their dreams. Okay, so just think of those things. Think of that. Think of that. It's got to be for more than you. It's got to be for more people than you. It's got to be for a bigger group than you. It's got to help others. You know, we got to help others in this world, and it's got to do that in order to make it financially successful for you. So, to eliminate the financial self sabotage we sometimes get ourselves into, there's a couple of assignments I'm going to give you here that I'd like you to do. So, number one is write a description of all the negative feelings you experience because you don't have the financial abundance you deserve. Okay? So, write how that makes you feel. Does it make you feel frustrated? Does it make you feel upset? Does it make you feel less worthy? Or, whatever you're feeling inside because you don't have the financial success you feel you deserve at this moment. Um, the second thing I'd like you to do is list words that you associate with money. You know, evil, debt, greed, um, unethical behavior, um, makes the world, money makes the world go round, um, whatever, whatever you associate with it. I hope there's some positive words in there. I hope there's some positive words that you associate with money too, like benefiting you and um, being able to secure your future and your kids' future and vacationing and things like that. It's just some things that money can do for you that's positive. Number three, write down what you remember hearing about money when you were growing up. Like some of the statements I said, money doesn't grow on trees, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me. Number four, write down how your life would be greater and better if lack of money was no longer an issue. So, money, you have more money than you can spend right now. This is what you're going to be thinking when you write this. You have more money than you can spend. What would you do with it? What would you have? What would your kids have or your grandkids have if you have any of, kids or grandkids? Where would you live? What would your house look like? Where would you go on vacation? What kind of car would you drive? What kind of car would your spouse drive? Whatever. And be specific. And I really implore you to be specific with this list because you can write down, oh, my dream car. Well, what is your dream car? My dream car is a 1969 Indy SS Cal Induction convertible Camaro pace car, white with orange racing stripes. My dad bought that car in 1969, and I grew up in it my whole life till I was 17. My dad sold it, which I could have killed him for. But I just turned 37 a few days ago. So 20 years later, I still want that car, and I will get it. It's just that it's $150,000, custom classic, and it's hard to find. But I will have that car. So, not that you have to care about the car I want. I'm just saying that as an example. So being specific. What does your house look like? Where is it located? Um, what is in it? You know what I mean? Just try to get as detailed as possible. And this list doesn't have to end. Like, just make the list and keep adding to it. Keep adding to it as you think of more description of what you want. So the number 5 is remove your old limiting beliefs by attaching new beliefs to them or turning them into jokes or something like that. So, for example, when you hear somebody say, well, money doesn't grow on trees, you can think to yourself and say, well, money's made of paper. Paper comes from trees, so technically money does grow on trees. And we know that that's just kind of a stupid little thing. But what it does is it turns the comment into a joke in your brain or into kind of like just a little thing. It takes away the negativity of it. And that's what we want to do. We want to take away those negative limiting beliefs and turn them into something positive or a joke or something that can just be brushed away from out of your head. You don't want to keep these things in your head. So next you need some empowering beliefs that will lead you to financial freedom. So this one comes from Tony Robbins again. This is huge. Number 1, the more I give to others, the more money I receive on an ongoing, consistent basis. You have to give to receive. If you are not giving anything, you are not going to get anything back. That is just the law of the world. It's the way it goes. If you're not going to give, you're not going to receive. Bottom line. Number 2, I must live in an attitude of gratitude, and I must give much more to others than I expect back. Okay? So you really got to be a giver. You really got to be a giver who either gives of time or money, or, if you're spring cleaning and you're going through your closets and you find all these clothes you're not wearing, and you take them and donate them to somebody, somewhere, some cause, some group. That is giving. All those little things are giving. It doesn't mean you have to go and try to make $1 million and give it all away or whatever, or give away something that you can't afford to give away right now. It just means as much as you can give, you should do it and then some. Okay? So financial abundance comes from doing what you love and want to do most, doing it massively, and making sure it creates tremendous value for other people. So what I loved and wanted to do most was work for myself and not someone else. I wanted to help other people who wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to help all those people to create financial freedom for themselves so they could live the life they wanted to live, not the life they had to live, you know? And I've always been someone who's wanted to help people. The career I had before I got into internet marketing, I was an emergency medical responder on the oil rigs, and I was there to help somebody if they needed emergency medical care. Before that, I was a correctional officer working at two of the worst prisons in Canada. They're both here in Alberta, but they're horrendous prisons. And I was wanting to help keep the general population safe from these people. So sometimes we're helpers just bred that way, and sometimes we're not. And that's not a yay or nay or a good thing or a bad thing about either one. It's just sometimes people have it in their personality that they want to help others more than somebody else does. But everybody has it in them that they want to help. Trust me, it's in there, even if you don't know it, it's deep inside there somewhere. Okay, so the way to find the appropriate vehicle for building wealth for yourself is to, number one, write down what you love and want to do most. Okay. Number two, how you could do it to benefit others so that they would be willing to invest in it. Number three, how could you do it massively to reach a multitude of people? Number four, and how could you do it intelligently so that it remains profitable? So for all those requirements, what one business and teams of people meet those requirements. The Dooley opportunity, Project AWOL, and Team Guard meet all four of those requirements. They cover them all. We are doing what we love. We are helping others. We are doing it massively. And we have done it intelligently, so it will remain profitable for many, many generations to come. So I think just with this video, if you're not in the Dooley opportunity yet, then you need to start. You really do. This is an excellent and very appropriate vehicle for you to gain income and for you to do what you want to do in life, and for you to help others do what they want to do in life, and so on and so on and so on. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you would like to contact me, you can get me by email, Facebook, Skype, Twitter, Instagram, or you can send me your phone number and I will call you and we can have a phone conversation, provided you live in either Canada or the United States. I can't call to Australia, that's a bit expensive, but somehow we'll connect if you'd like to. And if there's a video or something you want me to, a video or a topic you want me to make a video or something about, let me know that too, and I'll get right on it as soon as I can. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. I know it ran a little bit long. I was trying to get my thoughts together here. Sorry, but I am a little bit sick today. But so this is Angela Carboni saying, think bigger, make moves, take care, and I will see you at the next video. I'll talk to you all again very soon.